Behind this tarp, we found an American car forgotten in the woods for the last 10 years. And after we pulled it out and started detailing it, we found some very spooky things, starting with the biggest spider web ever.
That is definitely the largest spider web I think I've seen in any of these cars.
And only a few moments later, the culprit showed itself.
Oh my.
Then as we started taking the car apart, we found something we've never seen in a car before.
You see what that is?
Oh my god. A snake, dude.
What the heck?
Then we had another surprise visitor.
Oh, now he's jumping on the car. He's on the car.
And after the detail was over, we asked the owner of the car one final question.
The last question I have for you is, can we do a burnout?
Absolutely. After all the work you guys did, smoke the tires on that thing.
But first we had to dig the car out.
We just drove 2.5 hours all the way down to southern Ohio, right near West Virginia, because we heard that there was a Firebird behind this tarp.
Let's see it.
3, 2. All right, this thing's way cooler than it looked in the pictures. Holy smokes, dude! I love the front bumper.
Yeah.
I think I like this. I think I like the way that this thing looks more than the hognose does.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a thing for the WS6s. I like those a lot.
And it's got the hood scoop on the right here.
Yeah, I've never even seen one like that where the hood scoops on the one side.
No, I haven't either. Man, this thing is dirty though.
Yeah, it is.
The only thing I wish the wing, maybe the wing's in the back somewhere. Maybe we can reattach it.
Hopefully so.
What do they call they call it the fire chicken, the flaming chicken?
Yeah, the fire chicken.
Is it fire chicken?
That's what it is, I think.
Yeah.
Correct if we're wrong there. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's pretty sweet. I mean, it looks a lot like the Camaro.
Well, yeah, it's the same body style as the Camaros. I'm sure I think they have the same power plant too.
Anyways, I know that the guys at Power and Performance, specifically Adam, is really gonna like this car.
Oh yeah.
And so our goal is gonna be to drag this thing out of here, clean it up, and then take it to Adam and see if he can't get this thing running. But before we do all that, we should probably go find the owner and figure out how this car got in this condition. All right, guys, we're here with Tyler, who is the owner of not only this Gen 3 Firebird, but this sweet WS6 as well. And he was giving us a little bit of the backstory of how he came into not only this car, but this car, because the story is related. He had bought this from a good friend.
Yes.
And then you went to go and take it home, and 10 minutes on the drive after purchasing it, the engine blew.
Right.
And so after that, I think you said you've rebuilt this whole entire engine?
Yeah. So it was kind of a big ordeal, but basically the best day turned into the worst day real quick. I got to get the car and didn't make it very far before I dropped 2 lifters in it and took out the motor and kind of spiraled into a whole fiasco of a build.
So you had to call your buddy back and say like, hey man, I just bought the car and it just blew up on me.
Yeah. He was like, there's no way. Like, you're kidding. The car blew up. And I was like, dude, I'm on the side of the road right now, and it sounds like I have quarters in my motor.
Oh man, that's the worst, especially at that just buying the car, and now you have to call your good friend back, explain all that.
Yeah.
And you said that he had felt really bad about it,
Yes,
and that's when this Firebird came into the picture.
That's when that came in, yes, yeah. He wanted to make it right with me, so he kind of surprised me one day and took me out and was like, hey man, I got you a toy. He's like, I know you used to have one of these back in high school, and so I figured I'd give you another one and we'd make it right. So.
Oh, sweet. So you're just a Firebird enthusiast through and through.
Yeah. This is my 3rd F body now.
Oh, sweet. Let's check the block out, see what you have done to it.
Yeah.
We heard it driving, and oh, wow. Yeah, you weren't lying.
Yeah, there's really nothing that hasn't been touched on it. It's a full build in its own. It's got a 408 stroker, big Brodix heads, all UMI suspension, bunch of stuff done to it. Makes 500 of the wheels. It's a fun car.
Wow.
Yeah, I built it for road coursing and stuff.
Yeah, that's really, really impressive. So if you've done all this to this one, what's the plan for that one?
So this one is probably, I'm thinking maybe a drift car. That's something I haven't got into. Road coursing's fun, but we all know going out and spinning the tires is...
Oh, it's the best.
It's the best as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully it turns out pretty cool, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, the nice thing about drift cars is they don't have to be absolutely perfect, but you still want them to look somewhat nice.
Exactly.
God forbid you're taking, a turn around the lap and get a little wild and bonk the back end against the wall.
It's all about, we're just learning control in a fun way, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey man, thank you so much for having us out here. One last question, how long has it been sitting here like this?
It's probably been sitting roughly 8-10 years.
Okay.
Give or take.
It hasn't driven since then either?
No.
Huh.
It ran when parked.
That's
but
what they
I
all
can't say how good.
Yeah, they all say that. But we do have some great guys over at Power and Performance. If it's cool with you, we'd love to try and get this thing to fire over and maybe even take it for a little trip around there.
Absolutely. Do anything you want to it.
Cool. Awesome. Well, All right, I guess now we got to get it out of the little garage and into the big trailer.
Now, while we start pulling this Firebird out, I want to ask the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. What is your favorite generation of American muscle cars? We've done a couple 3rd gen Camaros on here. This is a 3rd gen Firebird. We've done some C3 Corvettes. Leave a comment with some of your favorite American muscle cars from different generations down below. And also, we're trying to make the push to 1.2 million subscribers, so if you can, take a second and hit that subscribe button, because most of the people watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. And if you subscribe, that means you'll be able to see all of our future videos as they come out.
Okay, we made it back with the Formula Firebird, and first impression is, to me, this looks just like the Gen 3 Camaro that we did, outside of a different hood, maybe different quarter panels and a different front bumper. But yeah, it looks like Pontiac, which is a GM company obviously, just took the same exact chassis and basically everything from the front fender back and just put a different hood, bumper, and called it a different name and sold more of the same car.
Many companies will do this in time. It's called sister cars. If you remember, like Plymouth had a neon and then Dodge had a neon. But I felt like those cars were like exactly the same. This car, like you mentioned, the front end is different. It's got pop-up headlights. The hood's completely different. Bumper, fenders, wheels, and then the back end's completely different. So I think they actually did a pretty good job differentiating the two cars, even though they are the same recipe.
I did do a little decoding of the VIN, and I did find out that it is the 305 5-liter in here. I don't know what the TPI stands for. Tuned port injection? Is that it?
That actually, it sounds right, but I'm not sure.
It sounds like, hey, you know, if you do this long enough, you might learn something. But the good news is that the guys at Power and Performance are very familiar with that engine. As long as when we check the engine bay, that it's not too jacked up, that they'll be able to get this thing started. And maybe we can take it for a drive. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
I did actually see, I don't know if it was a few months ago, rumors of them bringing back Pontiac. What do you think about that, RJ?
If they bring back just the Firebird, you know, if I see another Pontiac Vibe, or actually, they should bring back the Pontiac Aztec. The greatest feat of engineering that the world has ever known, the Pontiac Aztec.
Some say one of the most beautifully designed cars of all time, the Pontiac Aztec.
It goes Pontiac Aztec, Ferrari 250, Corvette split window, the 63 split window.
But Aztec always on top.
Yeah,
I will say
Aztec.
that. I will say that.
I could see them bringing back the Firebird. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are they bringing back the Firebird, or are they leaving it in the 90s? I will say, as we approach Halloween, this is one of the spookiest hatches that I've seen, not only because of all the debris that we're gonna have to vacuum out, but
that might be the largest.
Shh, you're killing. Did you not hear it? All right. What do you guys think? Was that spooky?
That was so spooky. Definitely the largest spider web I think I've seen in any of these cars.
Grab it. Here, let's take it together. No, you take the other side.
Wait, take it all.
Oh, it's over across the whole thing.
It's
wow, look at that.
Massive.
Look at that thing. 3, 2, 1. Get Brent.
I'm feeling extra spooky with this. I hope there's not some massive spider in this car, though. That's something I don't want to encounter.
Put it on your special wall.
Let me find a spot
Do
for it.
not. All they do is take garbage and they...
He hates when I decorate our wall. But it is October, and we do need to get extra spooky, so a little bit of fluff on there will work.
All right, so remember how we found the big spider web? Well, we just closed the gate, and I think we found the culprit of said big spider web. And he's not happy that we tore his hard work.
Oh my.
That's a big spoder.
That thing freaked me out big time when I shut the trunk.
Here at WD, we... Oh, God, it's going.
Oh, dude, that thing's gross.
All right.
Oh! Whoa!
All right, this guy is faster than I expected.
Dude.
You know, they can see 360 degrees, I think.
Oh!
No.
So he went under the car.
Oh, well.
Oh, God, you gotta be kidding me,
That makes
dude.
it harder.
Our attempt to relocate the spider is not going well.
We'll keep the cup around. I'm sure he's gonna run out when we start washing it.
So before I start cleaning this wheel here, I do have a question for you guys, the audience. This has a WS6 badge on it. Now, to my knowledge, only newer Trans Ams were WS6s, so I don't know if these wheels belong on this car or if it's just the center cap or what, but please educate me so I learn more about this, because I do see another badge on the side of the car that says Formula. That as well, I don't know what a Formula Firebird is. Is this an appearance package? Does that appearance package belong with these wheels? Please just let us know down below because I'm confused. Anyways, we have no more time to waste because there's a spider somewhere over here. I have to get these wheels cleaned up and get away from them.
And you can't ever forget to clean behind that dirty gas door. You never know what you're gonna find in there, especially on a barn find. Also, while we're down here with the pressure washer out, we'll hit the undercarriage as well to make sure that's super clean.
All right, so I'm assuming this is a 305 that we have become very familiar with, and
Ooh.
it looks exactly the same.
It does look like a 305 with a nice intake action going on here. It doesn't look like any critters got really to this thing though.
It looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
This one looks actually way nicer than that IROC Z that we had bought. So it looks like this thing might have a good chance of driving.
100%.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
there's some wire action over here.
That's okay.
This has been plugged off, but it doesn't, like I said, it looks kind of complete.
But let's go ahead and vacuum up all the crap and crud, and then we'll wash this engine.
Moving on to the interior of this Firebird, we can feel a lot of the same things that we felt from the outside that this car is related to the Camaro. Man, they do a lot of different updates and changes. One of the things I really enjoy about this is the texturization that they put throughout the interior, these little square patterns that, now that I'm looking around more, are legitimately everywhere. They go throughout here, here, here. And what I really like is how they incorporated that into the instrument cluster. I think that's actually like a really unique feature because mostly instrument clusters are usually just blank. The one thing I think is really silly in here and it makes me laugh is I didn't like how the Camaros didn't have any glove compartment or glove box. Well, they fixed that on this car and put you a glove bag here, I suppose. Made out of leather, actually. It's pretty nice, but it's just the oddest form of a glove box I think I've ever seen in my life. You can definitely tell that we've gotten into the 90s here because the Camaro didn't have this massive airbag having steering wheel. I don't know why, but if you could see this, it has a little bit of play to it that I'm not used to. So when I first got in here, I was like, dang, this is a wobbly ride. I will tell you something. This car smells absolutely terrible. And this is about as long as I could take sitting in here without putting my mask on and getting to get this interior cleaned up. First thing I'm gonna do is get these seats out and let's see if we find anything cool in here. A rock, a pet rock for the wall, actually. Should we go place it somewhere, Brent?
The new shop pet.
Our pet rock. What should we name him? Ooh, we can name him iRock.
Okay, go put him on the wall.
He could go right next to our little oil can. Nice.
All right, so while I was getting ready to pull this carpet out of the back of the hatch here, I pulled this compartment off and I found something that we've never found in a car in the last 5 years that we've been making these videos. Are you guys ready for this?
Sure, I guess I'm ready.
You see what that is?
Oh my
Snake
god.
skin? What the heck?
A snake, dude.
What the heck? It's a shed.
Yeah, it's a shed.
There's a snake living in here, and it shed its skin.
That's crazy.
I told you.
I can see its head too, where its head
Really?
was. Yeah, on
It's
the left.
That side, yeah. It's all around there.
Wow. I wonder if he like used it to, he must have slid out and then, oh, that's so gross.
For sure.
I'm gonna try and get it all out in one piece.
What kind of snake this actually
Yeah,
is.
what kind of snake is this?
It's pretty big.
That is a big snake. That's a really big snake.
Uncle Jay's gonna like that one. So my uncle has a bunch of snakes. He keeps them in his basement. He watches every video that we post too. Somehow they get out of his little aquariums or whatever and they just disappear. Yeah, the snakes watch the videos too. That one's crazy though.
Then as we tore apart the trunk even more, we found even more snake skins hiding down below. And for all our snake experts out there, if you know what kind of snakes were hiding in this car, leave a comment just by looking at what the snake hides were left behind. Now we're going to clean up all the interior plastics and vinyls using our interior cleaner and a variety of brushes and tools. And now we're going to knock out all that satisfying extraction that a lot of you love to watch. And then while we were cleaning the windshield, we had a little visitor.
Look at this guy, Mike. Come here. What's up, little buddy? Here, give me a cup. I'm gonna catch him. He's just a little guy. Quick. Quick, give me a cup. There's one over there. He's making a run for it. Mike, Quick. Oh, he's right here. He's a little guy. Oh, I see him. I see him. Here, scare him over. I'm scaring him over. Scare him over. Oh.
He scared me.
Scare him back over.
Dude, freaking out.
Where is he? Oh, he's right here. Okay. And
Oh, well, he's come toward me. Now he's going to middle of the car, back of the car.
back of the car.
Oh, now he's jumping on the car. He's on the car. Holy crap, yeah, he is. Dude, he's one with the car now.
You come out?
No, dude.
Dang it.
I think he's part of the car now.
No! I have to get started on this paint because it is going to take me a while. This has been absolutely destroyed by all of that mold and organic matter that was growing on the paint, and the only way to truly remove this is by sanding it. So I'm gonna sand the whole entire hood, and then I'm gonna rotary polish it, and then I'm gonna DA finish it. And my goal is to just get this hood shiny again, because that's what I told Tyler I was going to do, but I definitely have my work cut out for me. Please guys, wish me luck, because this is going to be quite the challenge. All right, guys, we're back at Power Performance with Tim and Adam.
What's up, gang?
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost said, I thought I said Tim and Eric for a second.
Tim and
My
Eric,
bad.
awesome show. Great job.
I might as well keep running. All right, guys, we're back with Tim and Adam, who are third-gen aficionados. If you guys remember, Adam is the new owner of that third-gen IROC Z that we brought. He went through the whole entire car. He's actually been working on it a lot at home, and apparently it's running and driving better than ever before. But we have a different third-gen for you guys today. It's our first third-gen Firebird. We've only done one other one, which I think is a Gen 4 WS6, so this is the older brother.
So this is a 305. Are you sure it's 305? Because the other Camaro you brought in was supposed to be a 305 car. It was actually a 350.
The VIN says 305.
Right.
That's how we know.
Yes.
So I'm sure it's a 305. I was just curious.
Might as well pop the hood. Let's take a look.
So let's find out. Yeah, Adam will be able to identify this stuff right off the rip. He's been looking at old TPI motors for the last, I don't know, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously you did your thing detailing it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it looks good.
Cleaner than most cars we brought you, that's for sure.
So somebody's definitely done some modifications.
Yeah.
Aftermarket cold air intake. The injectors, I believe those are, those could be stocks or aftermarket, but it does have a set of headers on it. The 85 was a really early tune port, and they changed a lot over the years. This being a 91, they definitely evolved a lot throughout the years and changed how the motor runs. That one had an MAF in front of the throttle body, and that's kind of how it meted air. This runs off of kind of a different system. So some of the parts aren't truly compatible between the 85 and this one, but they're very similar setups.
What would make me really happy right now is if we can see if we can't get this thing to make some car noises at the least, and maybe move under its own power.
So that we
something
can
miss.
maybe surprise you and say, RJ, we tricked you yet again. We bought this car for you with your own money.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was a big
Thanks,
scheme.
Tim.
No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, Mike is even saying, he's like, because this guy got it. Hey, there's oil in there.
We
A little
got
bit.
oil.
Yeah.
So it's a big jump, obviously, from this to an LS1. That's like a big jump. But it is cool to see that it's a WS6. And I think that, like, I'm not too. This is.
This is a WS6?
Yeah, the VIN. I decoded
Really?
the VIN. It was.
Oh.
So
What? That makes this video way better.
205131.
That's it.
That was it's a WS6 when I
WS6,
decoded
no
it. Yeah.
way.
Yep.
So the WS6 was suspension package, so that it was just had kind of like the Z28. You know, the Z28 had bigger sway bars, different spring packages, things as far as that.
But
now,
also, it's way cooler that it's a WS6.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not the most rare, the coolest suspension package that came on these third gens.
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? What, it's GTA?
No, it's the 1LE.
Oh,
so the
get out.
1LE came out in, I believe, 86, 87, and it was a package just for road racers, and it had a lot of really cool specific parts. They're super rare. They didn't make a lot of them.
Cool.
And they continued the 1LE package through the 4th gen, came back out in 2013 with the 5th gens, and then it came back out in the 6th gens where you could get it in a 4-cylinder V6 and the ZL1 1LE, which is the big dog, big wing, super cool car. I actually have a 15 1LE, so it's kind of my thing.
This driveway is looking sweet right now.
For sure. Okay, so not only was there a 1LE, in 1991, it was the first year, as far as I know, that Chevy was sending cars to SLP to get turned into Firehawks.
Ooh.
So the 91 Firebird Firehawk is the rarest 91, probably the rarest 3rd gen.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any debating that. As far as I know, they made like 15 or 20 91s, Firehawks. Chevy sent them to SLP in Toms River, New Jersey, and they did their thing on them. And they did it again in the future with 4th gens. They did it with 5th gens. They did it with G8s. The G8 GT Firehawk is one of the coolest cars that Pontiac's ever produced, but in assistance with SLP. So there's a lot of cool badging and option codes and stuff on this one. It's a WS6 car. Did you just think it was just the wheels on there? You could measure the...
I thought, truthfully, somebody put the rear wheels on the front and the front wheels on the rear. Yeah, we did think that somebody just put the WS6 wheels on here, but that is awesome because that means we get to title this video as an abandoned WS6, and then and then hopefully we can end this video with this car running. So what do you guys say?
Yeah, let's do this.
So we got a jump box on it. We're gonna turn the key, hopefully hear the fuel pump kick on and run, and hopefully try to start it. We got oil, we got fluids, so
And we have a
see what
fire
happens.
extinguisher.
I ain't got nothing. Either that's not connected well enough.
Take
Run
two.
it back.
So we know it has fluids. Let's see what happens. Still nothing.
Guys,
Yes.
I know what you did wrong.
What did we do wrong?
It's not plugged in.
No!
Take three.
We got the jump box on it. It's got fluids. Let's go ahead and turn the key, hopefully hear that fuel pump, and try to start it.
Oh, we got a fan. Why is the fan kicking on?
Yeah, it's hot. Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What the heck? What the heck?
That's fantastic.
How? What the heck? Why did I leak so high though?
So it's the vacuum leaks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, get a little bit of gas. That's amazing. Holy smokes.
It actually runs pretty well. I wish the IROC started like that. You know,
It definitely runs better than the IROC. I like the exhaust is just cut in half right in the middle of the car, and it's like side dumped.
That was amazing.
Right out of the side.
This is almost like a Monte Carlo experience, right?
Yeah, very
I
similar.
can't believe that. All right, this thing's sweet. I wonder if I should call Tyler and see if he'll let us do a burnout real quick. You think he'll do it?
It did one.
It did it in the gravel.
It's just idling so high, yeah.
I'm gonna give Tyler a FaceTime real quick. We're gonna show him the car and then ask him if we can do a burnout. All right, guys. So we have Tyler on the phone. Tyler, this Formula Firebird is a WS6 and it does run. The last question I have for you is, can we do a burnout?
Absolutely. After all the work you guys did, smoke the tires on that thing.
All right, say less, man. We're on it. All right, guys, go check out Power and Performance on YouTube. They help us get all these cars running. We could not do this without them. And thank you so much to Tyler for letting us work with this Formula WS6 Firebird. And thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, hit subscribe. And we'll see you next week.